All right, hey guys, how is it going? Super excited to come to you today with a bundle that I am putting together, an amazing deal for a look with actually probably even more, 2 or 3 techniques put into this video that all come and you can create yourself with a bundle that I'm going to be putting together for you guys. So I'm calling it the Baked Rose Gold Bundle. So I'll put all the details on how long this lasts along with this video written out and all of that for you. So we're going to go through a couple of techniques with how I'm applying the eyeshadows as well as doing what's called baking your face. So this is something that either skin type can do. I love it personally because I'm more oily skin. It's gonna hold my makeup, I'm telling you, all day long. So I'm oily and I'm always hot, so I feel like I'm always sweating. So this is my go-to summer hot look, but I also love doing this for a quick like dash out the door look. So that is kind of what my goal is today, is to show you that quick neutral look, but also make it look almost like photoshopped once you get done with it. So I'm hoping my lighting is looking good here for you guys. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna post everything below of what I'm using. So just don't worry about that. So I'm gonna jump right into the eyes. I obviously have everything: foundation, brows, lips, cheeks, a little contour done as well, and some mascara. So all I have in my eyes is a little bit of under eye corrector that I just blended in. So what I'm gonna start off with is the color Biscotti. So I'm literally going to just put this all over the lid, both eyes here, all over the lid, all the way over, all into the corner, and then up into that brow bone. All right, next color I'm gonna use is Hazelnut, making sure I'm close enough for you guys to see here. All right, so I'm just taking a little bit of that Hazelnut on a crease brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop that right into the crease. So if you're a person where you're like, I'm not sure where my crease is, all I say is stick your brush like into your eye, and where that's landing is the crease of your eye, okay? So do you see, get the lighting there, the difference of this eye, that little bit of definition, to this eye, okay? So that's just this little guy, and I call this a blending color as well. So I love to start with that. So honestly, you could even just do this as a look as well, even better. All right, so Biscotti, Hazelnut. Now I'm gonna go ahead and come back in with, it's called Dusty Rose. So I'm gonna put that again, kind of in the crease, but a little more focused, just like in the V, in the corner of the eye. Focusing more, or I should say not the corner, the edge of the eye, the edge of the crease. So there is that pink color right there. Oh, and I should say this too, I do have some Pandora on in the background, so I do not own the rights to any of the music I am using in this video. I'm going to go ahead and pop this Dusty Rose underneath the lash line as well. You know what, I'm going to do a little Hazelnut too. So I'm first going in with that Hazelnut, and then with that Dusty Rose. Okay, so that is where we're at so far. And again, really quick. So the next color I'm going to do with, right now I'm using, basically it's a concealer brush. I always do this, and I'm going to spray it with some finishing spray because the rose gold has some sparkle to it. So it helps so you can manage it better if you spray like a finishing spray, or even pat a little, it could be water too on there. I love, these are our newest eyeshadows. They're called a Chroma Fusion eyeshadow, 12-hour wear. So all of us are busy. We don't want to have to stop our afternoon, evening to reapply makeup so we can go out for dinner or out with friends for the night or a movie or a date or whatever. So if you notice, I'm just placing that rose gold right, almost just the kind of the middle of that lid. So see that? It's a really pretty color. All right, so, and you can add more of this if you want as well. The rose gold is one of my favorite colors. And then what I'm going to do is actually go back in with, oop, I just dropped it, with Crystalline. And I love to put this in the corner of the eye. So it's almost going to highlight that inner eye, or inner, corner of the eye. So I'm sweeping a little bit, as you can see, over underneath, mainly focusing it in the corner of the nose where it's the darkest usually. The under eye corrector that I put on in the beginning really helps with that darkness. But remember, you know, we can only cover so much, which is what my passion is with skincare and educating women about their skin and how it works. It's not just you didn't get enough sleep. You know, it's how we're treating our eyes, is where the dark circles are coming from. So obviously a great skincare regimen, eye cream is crucial, but this is great to just those little darker areas that are still there, to kind of make that all blended out and one color. Okay, so basically that's it for eyes. I'm gonna pop a little bit of that Crystalline too right here on the brow. Okay, so there are those colors. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna probably get a little bit closer to the camera here, but I have the black liquid eyeliner. I always shake it a little bit. I'm just gonna do a really thin line. I love with this, you can kind of like, you know, just like a paintbrush, so kind of just paint down the line right above that lash line. Okay, so if I wanted to, I really wouldn't even need liner, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what that looks like. So there's the with the liner, that's without. And don't be afraid. I won't lie, at first I was a little afraid of the liquid liner, but once I started using it, it's really not very hard. It's just all on how you're holding the actual product. Okay, so I'm gonna smudge if I need to. I think it looks good actually. But sometimes if you don't like how it looks, you can smudge a color over it. So you could do the hazelnut, for example, or even that, let's see, the dusty rose as well. But I'm liking that. I do see a little dark right there. So I'm gonna take a little under eye corrector just to pop that over it and fix that. But we're gonna bake in a second. And I'm just gonna use my finger. All right, so the biggest thing with baking is obviously you have that base layer already of when I put on the eyeshadows, right? So you have that under eye corrector that I place right here and where that darkness is underneath the eye. And then I do concealer just kind of right almost on the cheekbone is where I place that, okay? So what we're gonna do is basically bake. And then while I'm letting that sit for, you can do, I would say the lowest amount of time is like 3 minutes, but I'm gonna probably do about 5 tonight. I think I hear little voices, so just as a warning, if little children walk in here, you're welcome. All right, so I love this brush. I can really like focus it where I want it. Another good one, of course, we actually just came out with this brush. This is the Mary Kay blending brush. So I'm gonna pick up the product, and I know it looks silly and crazy, and I'll have my mother-in-law over, or even still my husband, and they're like, you know you have stuff on your face, right? I'm like, yes, I'm aware. So on a quick day, really, I could just do here, because that's going to really look like, even without, you guys, for my contour, I did a little bit of the hazelnut that I put on my eye, just to have that there, and again, I have my cheek color on. So you could do it just here if you wanted, but just since we're here, I'm going to do it up the bridge of the nose, because again, I'm more oily. So if you are somebody that you are more dry, I would just say, kind of test it out, do it maybe a little bit less time, because the longer you bake, the more, and you'll see it at the end, the more like flawless the skin is going to look. Okay, so where this actually came from, fun fact, is actually drag queens from being under the hot lights. This is how their makeup stays. All right, so this is another common area. The biggest tip too, while I let this sit, I'm gonna write down the time it's at right now so I know when I'm done. So we're at about 11 minutes. So basically at 15, I'll wipe it off and then we will finish up. So my goal is to make this as quick as I possibly can. So yeah, so basically this is a technique that was started again in with, like I said, drag queens. So just being under the hot lights and sweating and all of that. Biggest tip here again is, you know, start with lower time and then go up as you start learning the technique. I think people think this is a lot more difficult than what it is. It's not difficult at all. You can use like a blending sponge, like we have our beauty blender, or like I said, the blending brush I used. Like, I'm not even kidding, I've done it with my fingers. So don't feel like you need all these tools to do it, because you really don't. You can even use like a mineral brush. So basically, my tip is make sure with your eye makeup, it's like basically exactly how you want it to look. Because once this goes onto your skin, the baking comes from, it's actually using your body temperature to bake the makeup into your face. So obviously every single thing that's on my face right now, and what I did prior, is all non-comedogenic and hypoallergenic, so it's not going to clog my pores. I've definitely seen some fun YouTube videos out there where they're using like baby powder, which many of you have probably learned with me and coming through a session is a #1 filler right now in a lot of products, including baby powder, is fiberglass. So I am using obviously the Mary Kay translucent powder. Okay, obviously everything on my face is Mary Kay. So we are safe there, because sometimes people are like, well, if I have that on my face, it's gonna like clog my pores and break me out. Nope. Everything again, non-comedogenic, fancy word for non-pore clogging, and hypoallergenic, which is obviously any allergies or anything like that. So we have another minute or so to let this sit. I'm going to kind of show you the one side of the face and then go to the other. So what I'll quick do while we finish that is kind of let you know everything that went onto my face. Show you the products, and then I will show you the physical products that are going to be in the bundle of the goodies that I'm going to be doing with this look today, the baked rose gold. So essentially what I started with, I did an under eye corrector, that I did again in the corners of my eyes, underneath the eyes. I actually did that as a base on my lid as well. You'll notice the color in the product it's almost like a peachy orange hue, so that's going to take out the blacks, blues underneath the eye. Okay, so I did that, and then I did a light ivory. I took notes here so I wouldn't forget, but I did the light ivory concealer. My brows are actually using the Precision Brow Liner in Blonde. That's a newer brow product for us, along with the Blonde Brow Tint. The foundation I have on is the newest 3D matte foundation in Ivory N160. So if you guys haven't been matched for this yet, you need to comment below and let me know that you haven't to get matched. So just comment below, say hashtag 3D foundation. That's what we're going to say. 3D foundation. Okay. So I will get you matched for that. So I did that with Ivory 2 up on top of that. My cheek color is actually, it was a limited edition cheek color. It's a baked cheek color called Giving Heart. Lips are, and also limited edition. I love this lipstick. It's actually a lip suede called Rose Blush. Okay. So those were all the products I have on. The eye colors, like I mentioned, were first Biscotti, and then I did the Hazelnut, the Rosy Nude, no, that's a cheek color, excuse me, Dusty Rose, and then the Rose Gold and the Crystalline. And again, I'm going to put this all underneath the video when we're done. So we are definitely over about the 5-minute mark. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to wipe this off. You can just wipe it off, or you can take like a mineral powder and wipe it off. But just to be simple, I'm just going to have a clean brush and just wipe it off. And then I will take some pictures as well so you can see the look. So what I love is that it's almost instantly, I should have baked one side and not the other. We'll do that in another video. But what you're going to see is it literally, and it just feels amazing. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey or anything like that, but it looks like your face is photoshopped, but it's not. It's from the technique. So I'm going to go ahead, wipe off this side. So I love with a quick look. Obviously I'm talking, so it's taking a little bit more time. Even with the eyes, it only took me a few minutes. So this, at the end of the day, after, if you bake for 5 minutes, it could be a 10-minute to even maybe max 15 minutes of everything on your face, from a bare face all after your skincare to finishing up your makeup look. So the products in the bundle are going to be basically the brow tint. Obviously it'll be in your color. Everything will be customized to you that needs to be customized. So the brow tint, all right, this is what it looks like. The under eye corrector, the 3D liquid foundation in your correct color as well. I love this mascara. I love our lash intensity too, but if you want to do a quick look, this is a quick, easy, this is the Lash Love Intensity, or excuse me, the Lash Love Lengthening Mascara, okay? And then it will be 3 of the eyeshadow colors I used. So basically the Dusty Rose, so that was that pink that I did in the crease. The Rose Gold, which was that shimmery one right there. Dusty Rose is here, Rose Gold is here on that main portion of the lid. And then the Crystalline, which is what I highlighted with up here and popped in the corner of the eyes. If you want to do something different, you want to do the Biscotti instead of the Crystalline, it's basically going to be 3 of the eyeshadow colors, okay? So that, and then of course the translucent powder. So this is the bundle that I'm calling the Baked Rose Gold look. Okay, so that is the deal in the bundle that I did the look on today. So I am excited for you guys to check this out. I hope you learned something. So comment below with whether it be something you learned, or maybe one of the colors that you really love, or if you haven't been matched for the new 3D foundation, please comment that below. I'm excited to hear your guys' takeaways, what you learned, and excited to get you guys the deal, awesome deal on that bundle to get this look for yourself. So I'll post pictures, everything written below as well. So excited to hear your takeaway. Talk to you guys soon.